Thank you for coming this evening, folks. Welcome to IMPROVology. All right, Beth, will you come on up? You brought a large cardboard standee of a mountain lion up here with you.
Yes.
Beth, not any mountain lion. Who is it?
This isn't just any mountain lion. He is a true LA cougar. Who's heard of P-22? Woo!
So talk about what national media has P-22 been in?
P-22, I don't know too many cougars that have been interviewed on Marketplace, at least the cat kind. He's been on BBC Radio, front page of the LA Times, the New Yorker, the New York Times.
National Geographic.
National Geographic, you name it. He's the most famous mountain lion in the world, and he'll give any Hollywood celebrity a run for their money in terms of...
So why is P-22 so famous?
Well, obviously LA doesn't usually have a mountain lion living in the middle of it. In fact, it's the only major city in the world that has a mountain lion. But I actually think he's famous because of his story, which is that he's a lonely bachelor who's dateless and trapped in traffic on a Friday night. And who can't relate to that in LA?
So he lives in Griffith Park. By round of applause, folks, how many of you have been to Griffith Park?
Awesome.
So, for folks listening internationally, Griffith Park is right in the middle of the city. It is bounded by freeways, it is bounded by suburbs, high-rises. Who discovered P-22 and how did he get there?
Yeah, so he is really city living. This is not on the outskirts. It is an 8-square-mile patch of park in the middle of LA. And just so you know, mountain lions usually have about a 200 to 250 square mile territory, so he's really, living in a pretty small space. But he crossed the 405 and the 101 to get there. He made about a 50-mile journey from the Santa Monica Mountains west of LA. Have you ever crossed the 101 or the 405 on foot? Yeah, it's not something I'd want to try.
So he's thereby, he's the only mountain lion that we know of in Griffith Park.
It's the only mountain lion.
And what does he survive on there?
Deer. Mountain lions love deer. They are, venison steaks are their favorite. Although, as we know, he has sampled some other wildlife, such as the koala who lived in the zoo. But
we'll save that story. We'll come back to that.
Sorry. Okay, we'll come back to that. Mm-hmm.
And I heard somebody over here say tourists, that he samples tourists.
Yeah.
Well, talk to me. This is a predator. Are people worried about P-22 being in a large public park?
This is what I think we need to celebrate. No. LA loves him. They know he's a wild animal, and wild animals can be dangerous. He's never even made an aggressive move, but I can't say he never would. But he's native wildlife, and LA has squarely come down on saying he belongs here. And I think that's really cool.
So Beth, a round of applause, absolutely. So he's by himself. How old has he been living by himself there in
So he's
Griffith
been a
Park?
lonely bachelor. He came into the park in 2012, and the only reason we know he's there, these are called ghost cats. They are extremely secretive. And the only reason we know he's there is these remote cameras. But he came into the park in about 2012. They think he was about 2 years old. So it's 2017 now. And they live till about 10 to 13 in the wild. He might live longer, though. He's not in captivity yet. He doesn't have another male mountain lion that he has to challenge. So he's living a pretty good life. There's good deer there because of the Forest Lawn Cemetery. I kind of love that he's feeding on deer that are munching on grass grown by dead celebrities.
Well, we're gonna pause you right there.
Yeah,
So you're gonna participate in this scene.
Oh, okay.
And this is something that Brian Lohman and I.
And I brought my.
cooked.
I don't have
you
a
brought
bee
your.
hat, but I have my cougar
All right.
hat. There we go. Yeah.
So this is an improv game called Pillars. And you're going to be a mountain lion expert.
Okay.
And then we need a volunteer from the audience. And Stephen, for the sake of this game, please use all of your mountain lion expertise, okay? And if you don't know it, make it up, okay? So it breaks my heart that this lion is by himself. I'd love for him to have a mate. Do you think we could right that wrong through the magic of theater?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Take it away.
I've been dying to play an LA cougar.
Yeah. Okay, and okay.
Yeah, no, mountain lions have distinct haircuts.
Oh, I know,
you
I'm
have to
working on
emulate.
it. I'm working on it right now. I think I nailed it.
I mean, look how neatly coiffed P-22 is. He doesn't have a hair out of place.
Wow. Wow, it sure is lonely here in Griffith Park. and I'm a bachelor. When I crossed both of those freeways, I never know I would be trapped here in this park. I mean, I feel really...
Furry.
I feel furry. I've just grown my hair out so much since being here. Excuse me. You over there.
What? Oh. Rawr. Could it be? Are you actually P-22?
Yeah. A lot of people come up here just to see me.
I want you to know I've traveled all the way from
Venice.
Venice. I'm Italian. I'm an Italian-American cougar.
Wow. From the west side.
Yeah,
Wow. Your commute must have taken a long, long time.
it did. I read about you. You're in so many magazines. I saw you on the cover of
Ow.
Elle
Yes.
magazine.
Yes.
Because I was getting fashion tips.
Right. Well, like
And
you
I
said,
thought, I'm gonna find that cougar. I'm gonna meet that cougar. I'm gonna know that cougar.
look, you don't want to get tied up with someone like me. I mean, I'm just
A puma con caller.
a puma con collar.
How dare you?
I thought you should know sooner than later. I'm a puma con collar.
I didn't travel all this way for you to talk like that to me. Listen,
What?
I think you're stunning. And I think your
Claws.
claws are the claws of the kind of puma that I want to claw me at night.
Do you mean it?
I mean it. Look, I was just hanging out over some dead celebrities in Griffith Park, and I feel like you and I have a future.
Well, of course, but I mean, my mating cycle is
One night stands.
one night stand. So this is perfect. I mean, it is LA after all.
I know.
Come on.
I'm a cougar. I'm used to it. You're
Look.
perfect for me. I'm perfect for you. And together we're
Pouncing.
pouncing.
Yes, we are pouncing.
Let's pounce our way through LA. What do you say?
I'd love to, but I have something to admit.
Oh, God.
I'm only 7. But I know in cougar years that means I'm
3. Male cougar years.
male cougar. I'm only 3 actually in male cougar years.
Look,
What? Oh, you
I'm
got,
a lady cougar.
Okay.
I don't care that I'm older.
I don't either. Yes.
Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be stung in the mouth by a jellyfish? Or what happens when a parasite brainwashes an unsuspecting crab? Or how baby humpback whales battle hungry orcas? Zoological Radio is a new free podcast full of weird, strange, and wonderful animal stories. And I'm not lying. And I'm not really Morgan Freeman either.